Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store for you, Centaurs. All right, this week you get the Temperance card. This is your card, so this is your energy showing up here for you. This is a week for you to tap into not only your innate spirituality, but it's also a time for you to really start to consider how you align with the world, how you align with your path. This is a time for you to hunt out what is your personal truth. This is a time for you to really delve into your own personal experience right now. This is a time for you to be present and really think about what it is that you want to welcome into your life. It's also a time for you to think about what is it that you are aligning with? What is it that you are drawing to you? What does your personal magnetism draw into you at this moment in time? If you haven't seen it, please check out the Weekly General, because I talked about this in there, I think. And the interesting thing is, you know, whatever we're aligned with, whatever our energy says about us, it will draw to us experiences that reflect where our mind is, where our thoughts are, where our energy goes. You know, as the saying goes, where attention goes, energy flows. Right. So this is about you paying attention to that this week, to ask yourself, okay, if I'm having this experience, what does it mean to me? How does that show up for me in the experiences that I'm having? You know, this is a time for you to really look at the meaning behind things. You know, Sagittarius, the meaning, the depth of things, the philosophies behind the experiences that you're having will show you where all of those aspects of yourself are going. Let's give this some context. You have the Lovers card, right? So this is really interesting because the Lovers card represents Gemini, your direct opposite in the zodiac, and it's here right opposite your Temperance card. Your Lovers card represents choice. It represents the decisions that you are making. Now, I find this really intriguing because, you know, I'm talking here about what you're aligned with, what you're creating through your conscious and maybe even unconscious energy. And your Lovers card sees you making a choice this week. So it looks like there's going to be some profound insight into your own life path, into the experiences that you are having and continue to have. This is about you really kind of paying attention to this stuff now. And it looks like you're making decisions based on this new information or this new outlook that is kind of setting in for you, which is really nice. On a personal level, I mean, I love the Lovers card as well because it does talk about love. It talks about the connections. It talks about the choices that we make and the things that we choose to align ourselves with, right? And you're talking about this here with the Temperance card. This is going to be a week where you really start to get more conscious about what you're doing, where you're going, and how you show up in the world. This is a really great energy for you guys. As a direction card as well, the biggest tagline that I can give you here is remember that you always have an ability to choose. No matter what the decisions are or what there is either side, you always have the power to choose. That is your superpower, so to speak. And then finally, your Insight card is the Six of Pentacles. So it looks like some of you are really considering what you can do for the wider world stage. It looks like you're looking at what you can do on a personal level. This card can often be about, it can talk about charity, it can talk about working for charities or with charities or what you're giving to the world. There's a big part of this as well. Look, you've got the Six Six of Pentacles, number 6. The Lover's card is also number 6. There's a big part of this at the moment where you're asking yourself, what is my responsibility to the world? What is my responsibility to myself? And how do I blend those things? Temperance card. Temperance card is about blending different elements of our lives so that we can create a balanced whole. This is about seeing, you know, your Six of Pentacles. This is about you asking yourself, what can I give to the world? What is my responsibility to give to the world? And ultimately, what is my responsibility to myself? When you sift through those things, you're less in a position to be manipulated in any way, shape or form. So this week, getting really clear on what you want to do, what you can do, and where the boundary lies between those things, you know, and where it becomes sort of something that you're forced into as opposed to something that you choose to do. This week you're really paying attention to your choices, and also you're about to start making those things that are unconscious within you more conscious, so that you can start to direct them through and with and by the power of choice. Going to be an interesting week for you guys for sure. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.